product like no other. So, hey, James, why should Mr. and Mrs. Jones even be remotely interested in the standard?
Well, thanks for the flattery, Joe, but I think Jeremy Brown knocked it out of the park and what he said and his experience. He's hands-on speaking with clients. And I'll just want to cover a few quick things, including something that Eric Hunt made a comment in the chat regarding the clients. Most of them have their CD in place for 10 or more years, but they're being paid short-term CD rates. Why do they want to continue to loan the bank money on long-term basis, but accept being paid short-term rates? He's absolutely right. And if you want to have a conversation with your client and be a soft sell, even though you know your client's buying that 1 year CD over and over and over for 20 straight years and getting short-term pricing and paying taxes on that and taking half a step backwards, we can invert that. We can get them long-term pricing on their long-term money. And the biggest objection is access. How much can I get? How soon? What if I have a health emergency? I want to go a little bit into that is, oh, yes, like Jeremy said, you want to lock in these great rates. You might have just heard in the news how rates are slipping. The Fed is lowering rates. You can get a rate in a decreasing rate environment. This Eclipse Mark can lock in basically preferential rates that are going to just look better throughout time. It's a single premium product, so you can't add to it. So clients who are willing to act and make a move today, they're just going to get a better deal than what we may have or 6 months or a year from now in this declining interest rate environment. I'm going to try share here. Looks like it's working, Sam. Thank you. Thumbs up, Joe. You got my
Got it.
trajectory. So Jeremy covered a couple other things too. There's a bonus option. To bonus or not the bonus? That's the question. We've covered that before. When you offer the 12% bonus, did you see the enthusiasm in Jeremy when they had a small surrender penalty? They could wipe that out and put them in a better spot and a better rate. But he mentioned the rates 2.2 when you offer the bonus. That's the trade-off. You get an upfront, they have more money than they started with. 12%. They've made 12% right away. And I'll show you the rates. The fixed rate is lower than if you skip the bonus. So to bonus or not the bonus, there's not a right or wrong answer. And what Jeremy was kind of saying is when he's speaking with clients and if they have a small surrender penalty and he wants to move them to greener pastures, the bonus might make a ton of sense. A younger client, you might want to skip the bonus and go for the higher rates. Work with the FIA team on what's best for your client. Some conversations I've had with some of you all like the bonus for your 75 plus. It's available through age 80. It could make sense with an older age client and a shorter time horizon. But here's a Eclipse Mark. There's an optional because there's a no bonus version. 12% bonus. Give your client's account a boost right out of the gate. That's banked in there and off they go. We have a variety of ways to make money. In the hierarchy of sales, you can sell cell phones and widgets. You can sell cars, real estate. Money is at the higher. I mean, we are offering clients safety, protection, and growth, which is if you can sell money, my medical device buddy might argue with me, but we're at the high end of the echelon and protecting it and everything to your client. They insure their teeth and their house and their car. Why not insure a piece of their money? It is part of our retirement solution, if you will. Money's part of retirement, and you being retirement experts, this is part of the equation. So what the biggest objection is penalty-free access. For those who don't sell a bunch of other products out there, just about most of them either have 5 or 10% available to the client. It's locked away like a CD. You got to put it in there and leave it alone and not grab it, of course, unless you have a health emergency. This has 15% penalty free, more access if they need it. It's whether you do the bonus or not. And then you've mentioned the service with the standard has been great. Legacy, the company and I work with, works with a variety of insurance companies. This is our latest product and partnership. The reason why the product's good and has these extra build-ins is due to the legacy design. So let's talk a little bit about kind of that growth and the rates. Jeremy mentioned this index. This is an index with option. Your client can allocate 100% to here, and if they think the S&P 500 is doing great, if it goes up 5%, they would make 5%. If it goes up a lot, double digits, they would hit their cap. Their limit is 10%. With all these, of course, annuities, if the S&P goes down, 0 credits, there's no fees even available on the product. Jeremy mentioned simple, all 1 year strategies, No fees if you even wanted to pay a fee. There's no fees at all. And there's in and out privileges. So if they go index the first year, at the anniversary, you have the opportunity to do a review and they can reallocate 50%, all of it over to this fixed rate. Joe, if I go 100% index for a few years and you're my client, what's your fixed rate going to be in 5 or 6 years from now?
Well, it's going to be 4% for 10 years.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. Whether we go 100% index or come back to it, it's really a perfect storm in this declining interest rate environment. Locking this in, better than the CD. You're getting 4% compounding and tax deferred. I'll show you an illustration next time, which is the reason why Jeremy said they're making more than that is because 4% is 104,000. The next year it's 108 and change. It's actually compounding and they're not paying taxes unlike a CD. And at the end of 10 years, if they just stick with the fix, I think Jeremy said 148 or 149, 149,000. The reason why it's not 40 is due to compounding. They're making more money if they make no withdrawals. Now, for those who want to index it, and Jeremy talked if their ears are perking up about, well, I like a shot to make me a little, can we put half in here and half the money indexed? The old 50/50s blend, very popular. Work with the FML, but the real answer is with your client. The client saying, I'm scared of the market. Things are going nuts, sideways, down. You can go more fixed or 100% and reallocate. The clients never seem to remember. At every anniversary, they're all 1 year strategies. If they want to move to another strategy, a piece of it, that is an available option. It sounds like Jeremy's doing pretty good with throwing people in the fixed rate who are, if they're CD buyers and you're talking CDs, well, here's your CD buster. Now, let's go to the next page, Joe. I got a timer on. I am going to run out of time here. Eclipse Mark 10 plus. That's the bonus version. What is it and how is it available? It's a 12% bonus up through age 80. We can get it issued. What's the fixed rate? Jeremy said it's 2.2. So by getting 12%, their 100,000 is 112,000. If they go on 100% in the fixed, they get 2.2% on top of that. So at the end of the year, it would be like a 14.2% first year yield. I've gotten this question. This is a one-time premium bonus. It's at issue. No, your client doesn't get it every year. But if they're asking, that's a buying sign. Hey, that sounds good. It's a one-time premium bonus. And then here are your associated rates. If you skip the bonus, you get higher rates. Which one's better, Joe? The bonus or not the bonus? Yeah, he's on mute. He went like this, but yeah, it depends on the client. Older age clients, people who want up front, people coming out of surrender, it could be an excellent fit. What is the biggest objection? How much time I got? Running out of time here. By the way, I got to shout out to Jacob and Lexi. It's all about marketing. I mean, I can tell you about this product and we can just celebrate how great it is. But, Suze Orman and some of these big hitters in the financial industry, they're not the greatest money managers. They're fantastic marketers. You, with technology, I mean, this is exactly what we need. And I'm like, Joe, I saw John Green sent me those email templates. I love that middle one. I love bullet points. You show me an email with some stuff. I'm like, oh, bullet points. Okay, I'm going to read for that middle one. If I was a client and you sent me that, I would reply. Give me bullets, but pick and choose you want. Those email templates are gold and quite compliant, by the way. Thank you so much. They just very vague. You have things to lean on, but that's marketing. Get marketing. And here's your biggest objection. Penalty free. What if I need access or what if my health declines? Steal this from me like I stole it from someone 17 years ago. These products are built with seniors in mind. So you have, there's my timer, Joe. Interrupt me in about a minute. I'll wrap it up here. Beginning, so after year one, if they need money, they should have plenty of money to qualify. Like many of you said, you got to qualify for this. They can draw 15% of the annuity value, whatever it's grown to. They have penalty-free access. Most clients never touch it, but they all want to know how much can they get to. And for you smart people are thinking, hey, you know what? I can put this in here, and if I can grab 15%, and we could use it to fund your long-term care or life insurance. Now you're really thinking of that double sale. We can use this annuity and fund something else. But here are there's waivers. So as the nest egg grows for your client, that surprises do come. So rest assured, these products are built with seniors in mind. In addition to your 15% penalty free, if you, the client, become confined in a nursing home for 30 consecutive days, you can access your annuity value without paying any surrender penalties. This benefit becomes available after the first year. So there's a 1 year wait. We want to get our client through the first year. If you can make it a year, hopefully we're good. You have 15% penalty free. If you go in a nursing home, if you are deemed by a doctor terminally ill with less than 12 months to live, there's a variety of ways to get penalty free access. Joe, I'm going to save the PowerPoint for another time, but I'm really happy to say this new product is simple. It's accumulation focused. Our new carrier partner, the Standard, I didn't give them any love, but they've been around since 1906. So on another training, I'm preaching to the choir here, but this is the safest place to put your money. They've been A-rated ever since AM Best even came out back in 1928. So carrier strength is always a good thing, and people are skeptical. This is a great place for clients to put their money in a safe spot. With that, Joe, I'm out of time. And like I said, thank you, Jeremy Brown. Thank you, Jacob and Lexi. It's all about marketing. And then it's all about doing what Jeremy did and getting into those CD Buster conversations. Clients love it. So I appreciate you all being on this call.